Okay, I want to make one of my talking videos, and this one is for all the people who are considering teaching in Asia. You know, of course, I get a few messages from people asking me, you know, how much does it pay, and blah blah blah, and what do you need, and where should I go? Should I go to Taiwan? Should I go to Korea? First of all, I just want to say, you know, like, for most people, I don't know about, yeah, I think for most people, they move to Asia and they teach for 1 year, and that's about all they can stand of it. In other words, they don't enjoy it, they don't really have a good time, they just consider it like a dirty job that pays well, and they do it for like a year, and then they leave. And they work hard, they save up their money, they don't travel, they don't buy a motorcycle, they just get the cheapest scooter they can find just to get around on, and they do what needs to be done and leave. And I've met a few people that have come here and they work here for like 3 months, 4 months, and then they just can't take it anymore, and they go back and they you know, cut their losses, and they end up not making any money, or just maybe breaking even. I think in general you break even if you only work like 3 months. Chances are you'd break even. Can you repair this, or? So yeah, the point so it's not all fun and games, okay? You know, you need you need a bit of courage to move out here, of course, and you need a reason to stick it through, because the beginning is horrible. The beginning, I think, is horrible for most people. My first month or two were hell, and it got better after that, but yeah, my first couple of months were hell, and then things started to slowly fall into place, and then everything got smooth and nice. And it's not hell for everyone. Like, if you have someone here like me who can help you out, then you won't even encounter, you know, 70% of the hurdles that I had to face, you know, 70% of the problems, 70% of the challenges. But that also takes kind of a lot of the fun out of it, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes when people come here to visit me, and they'll be like, can you pick me up from the airport? And I'm like, well, I could, but I don't want to. Like, actually, it's like, I could, but you shouldn't want me to. Because it's much more interesting to try to find your way around a strange country where you don't speak the language than it is just having someone pick you up from the airport and ship you to their house, and then, you know, have to translate everything, you know? There's no adventure in that. When you go to Asia, it should be an adventure if you've never been. And it will be if you're going by yourself and you don't speak the language, so the point being is that, you know, you gotta weigh it. You know, like, my first 2 months here were such hell that once things did fall into place, I was in ecstasy for like a year. Like, really, like, after I got past the first 2 months, for the next year, every day was heaven. Every day was like, wow, I fucking love Taiwan. Because the first 2 months were so horrible that by comparison, everything was so good. But if you come out here and you got someone waiting for you, and they give you everything, then you might get bored real quick, because there's no challenges to overcome. That's what happened.